Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Wednesday. This is Darlene stopping by real quick. So what I'm working on now is a couple of bracelets. And the reason why I'm going to use these beads for bracelets is because I only have gold wire, and I don't want to use my gold wire to make the wire casings for the beads. So, and then I don't want to use the gold wire to string these beads, so then I have gold wire and silver wire. I don't want to do that. So for right now, they're going to have to be bracelets with these particular beads right here until I order some gold aluminum wire. So you can see what the beads look like. So what I did is painted the beads. Let's see. So I did a paint splash on the beads. I went ahead and put a nice little clear sealant on them, so they look like really good, just nice splash beads. So then I took the splash beads and then I took some aluminum wire and just put them in a little case like this. So all these beads are in a aluminum wire case. And then you can see the wire, the closed wire is on top of the hole. So this one, I left this one open just a little bit because when I pull the cord through, I need a bigger space to be able to tie the knot. And then that knot be able to go inside of the hole, and then I can probably come back and close that a little bit more. So I'm going to sit this one to the side as one of my closers. And then I just did a nice amount of them, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So this is what they look like. And then we're going to go ahead and marry these to some of our little glass beads right here. I think I'm going to make it's going to be a 3-piece set. So I'm going to use some of these beads. I'm thinking, hopefully too, let's see if I think the 1mm cord works for this. The hole looks big enough. Yeah, so we'll use these because that 1.5 will fit. So we'll use some of these beads right here. I got some coconut chips. I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of charms from the coconut chips. What else? Oh, I'm going to use some of these beads right here because they look like they'll match really well with the second bracelet. And then, like, whatever else up here, I do have these little small beads right here. I was thinking I could make something using these and then probably couple them with the undyed beads, unpainted beads. And we'll see what happens. You know, and again, if it don't come out like I want it to come out, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to take it apart. So I'm using 15mm aluminum wire. I think it's 15 gauge aluminum. And I'm going to just go ahead and cut a piece. And any of you who do use this wire to make earrings or anything, you pretty much already know pretty much what I'm probably getting ready to do. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece. But Darlene, how long is it? I don't know. You know, I never do measurements, but let's do this. So I cut a piece, and it looks to be about 10. It says about 11.5 inches. So this is what I cut. Now what I'm going to do, so what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and make the case for the bead that looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and take the end, and I'm going to take the bigger part of these pliers and put it right here on the end. Go ahead and close it. So that's closed. I'm going to go ahead and close the other end. Does not matter which way, because you can just go ahead and twist it at the end which way you want it to go, so it don't matter. Okay, and that side is twisted. So now I'm going to just put my fingers right here and just start rolling the wire. And it does not have to be all neat and pretty or anything like that. So this is all I'm doing right here. And for those of you who use wire, you know, to make earrings and different things, you pretty much already know. So I'm going to do this side. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this side. Go ahead and wrap it. And all I'm doing is rolling it on my fingers. Rolling it. And then it meets up like this, but I'm going to turn it like this. Because I need it to be like a S. And then I'll just keep rolling that side, roll that side. And then this is what I come up with. So then I'm going to take a bead and I'm going to put one of the flats on top of the hole right there. And then you can match it to the hole at some point. So now I'm going to just take it and pull it down and then fold that one on the bottom like that. And I want to make sure it's on the hole, it's on the hole, it's on the hole. And then because it's fit like I want it to fit, I'm going to go back around and kind of twist it the way that the circle is going to tighten it on there like that. And now it's on there. And then what happens is, because it's already secure, I'm going to twist that a little bit more. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then you twist that. And the way that you're twisting it with your fingers is the way that the roll is going. So all you're doing is twisting it like if you're tightening a screw or something. And making sure that that part right there stays over the hole. And what's going to make it stay secure is because once we put it through our cord, once we string it, what happens is each bead will lay on top of the next bead, securing this little part right here. And then this part is not just loose anywhere, it's attached down here, but all this is, it's secure because the beads are pressed close together. So it should be pretty secure. So that's how I do that. And if you guys need me to, I'll do another one just to show you one more time. So I'm going to take about 11 inches of the aluminum wire. You can use any color aluminum wire. You can use multicolors. You can use gold. I don't have any gold, so I'm not going to be making a necklace. If I had the gold, I would make, or any other color aluminum wire, I would make a necklace because it would match with the gold wire. And I'm not going to make these spacers using my 16 gauge wire. That's just too much of my 16 gauge wire to be using. And then the 18 gauge wire wouldn't be secure enough because it's too flimsy. So I'm not going to do that. And then in the meantime, we'll just be making some bracelets with it until I get some other aluminum. So I'm going to go ahead and just close it. And then make sure that each side meets like that. And it's very simple and easy. And I'm sure you guys probably have done this before, making earrings or dangles and, you know, like all kind of stuff. Because a lot of people work with aluminum. So all I'm going to do is take it and just start wrapping it around my fingers. So I got my fingers holding it, and then I'm just wrapping. Bringing that wire around like that. And I'm keeping it in my fingers like this and taking the wire around because I'm shaping it around my fingers, which gives me this. So then we'll take the other side and just wrap it. Taking the wire and just wrapping it. I don't know if I cut 11 this time. I might have cut short. And I basically just want an S like this. And then I'll take another bead. Make that centered. And then I just take the top, one of the sides, lay it on top of the hole like that. And then as I bring it down, of course, you got to loosen that wire a little bit to bring it to cover the bottom. So then we cover the bottom like that. Smashing it on there. It's on the hole. It's on the hole. And then we just want to tighten it like it's almost like a screw. Just wrapping it around like a screw, like you're just screwing in a screw. And you're doing that to tighten it around there. And then this is what it comes out looking like. So these are your beads. So then you end up with a bunch of beads that look like this. You can make you some necklaces. You can make a bunch of bracelets. You can do what you want to do with them. They almost look like beads. You could even sell too. So this is what they come out looking like. And then let's get some cord, 1.5 millimeter. We're going to go ahead and work on our first bracelet. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with, bigger beads. And then these glass beads. I got these glass beads at Hobby Lobby some time back. I've had these for a while because I really wasn't sure, you know, like what I was going to do with them. So let's see. We are going to start with, these beads right here. And the string goes in hole to hole. So not just the hole on the bead, also the hole through the aluminum wire. And then make sure that the wire, if you make these, make sure the wire touches the wire so it's closed. So now we're going to go ahead and take one of these beads on each side. On each side. And when we put it on each side, you can see how the bead, it secures that right there. So it presses up against it and it makes it more secure so that wire, you know, it don't have a way to really escape. So, you know, it's pretty secure. Put these big beads on. One on each side. One on that side. And then, but I'm thinking I don't want the little small ones on there. So I'm going to take these small ones off. I wanted to add like a little extra something, but I don't like the way it looks. So we're going to take that off. And then just rebead that. Take this one off. And then go ahead and rebead this. So we'll just stick to the two beads, the big beads. And then you got to be careful. See how that's missing the wire. So we got to make sure that the wire, that they're on the holes like they're supposed to be. And then there we go. So we got that. And then go ahead and finish threading. And then take another one of our beads. Go ahead and thread it. Take another one. These are going to look really nice with different color aluminum wire. And make sure it's nice and thick. The 15 gauge. Look at that. That's already pretty. And then I'm looking at it. I'm almost thinking some different color beads right here, but then I still like it. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a chance. And then the thing is, if it don't look good, I will go ahead and take it apart, but we're gonna try it and see. But right now I do like it, so I'm gonna go ahead and I need to put the closure bead. Oops, because one of them I had the end open real good. I done mixed it up over here somewhere. Oh, shoot. That means I just got to open up another one real good. So I need one. Oh, that was this one. With a nice open hole. Then that way I can tie the knot. Hold on a second. I want to make sure that I can get this to where it's around the hole, but it doesn't cover the hole for me to tie the knot. And then once I tie the knot, like right here, and then once I tie the knot and then put the knot inside of the hole, I can come back and close that like really nice. So we got that. And then I think I'm going to put one more of these beads like that. And then that'll be perfect. Okay, so then this is what we got. So I'm going to go ahead and tie my knot. Nice and snug, not too tight, but tight enough to where you still got stretch. But the knot is nice and tight. And I like to be tying 2 and 3 times. I've twisted around 1, 2, 3. And I like to build that knot up to pull it inside of the big knot, the big hole. And then that way it creates another layer of security. In my mind, it does. So I've never had a problem with, you know, my braces coming apart or anything since I've been doing it like that. So then we're going to go ahead, cut off our extra. And then what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull that inside the knot, inside the hole. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to take these little pliers right here and take the end and then go ahead and close it around like that. And then this is what we come out with. Oh, how pretty is that, right? Oh my God, that's gorgeous. I'm almost wanting to make some type of, wow, that's pretty. That is really pretty. I'm almost tempted to make some type of wire charms, but I would have to figure out what type of wire charms I would want to make. This is really nice. Okay, now we're just going to do a sister bracelet. And let's see if we want to use, any more of these beads, or because this is a lot of bead. This is a lot going on with the wire and everything. So we might make 2 bracelets that don't have these particular beads, and that way I can make a couple more bracelets like these. Or maybe, let's see something. Maybe we'll make another one. Hold on. Let's see what we're going to do. And then if I use these, let's do, because I'm not going to use any more of those. Let me put these up because I'm not going to use any more of these. We're going to try something different. What did I want to try different though? Do I want to try another one of these? No. Let's try some of these. These will probably match. So we'll do this. Add one of these. Add this. Add one of these. And then add another one of these beads. Oh, I think I am going to use a couple of these. And then we'll add one of these. Let's add another one of these. Because we want colors matching, let's add a couple of these unpainted beads. And we just want the colors to coordinate really well. We want beautiful bracelets, but we still want the colors to coordinate. So we'll do that. And then let's put one of these spacers, another spacer. Let's just close it off with these beads and see what we get. And remember, we don't have to leave it like this. It's like once you put it together and, you know, before you start tying knots and all that kind of stuff, you look at it and be like, you know what? I don't think I like that. And I will quickly take it apart. I don't have no problem taking stuff apart. Because if it don't look good, it's like, what's the whole point of making it, you know? And before you tie the cord, you can still save the cord and use it for a bracelet that you actually like. So that's like a really cool piece right there. That's nice. So that matches really well together. I could see that like that. And I could see like one other bracelet that I'm going to make, and I can make it look a little thinner. This is really nice. That goes really good together. So I can see this already. So with this one, I think I'm going to put one more little spacer right here. And then we'll go ahead and tie our knot. And then we want to tie it nice and snug, not too tight, because you still want stretch in the bracelet. And for those of you who are master veteran jewelry makers, you already know what I'm talking about. But there's a lot of people that are, you know, new to making jewelry. And just remember, anything that I do is not law. It's just the way that I do it. Whatever little technique that you figure out for yourself when you're making jewelry, you know, by all means do that. Whatever feels comfortable for you, whatever works good for you, you know, just go ahead and do that. It's not a law. Any one of these videos that you watch and you see a technique that any one of us, it ain't law. It's just what we do. But if you find a better way for you, then by all means use that way. It's just some of what, you know, some people be doing do be making sense. So I'll kidnap their little technique and use it, you know, if it's a good technique. But if mine works best for me, I just go ahead and use mine. So, okay, so that's that one. And I'm just kind of digging the unpainted beads. They are mad. I mean, they're doing the thing. So we do see how that looks. So I'll put this one on. And then we got that one on. How beautiful that looks together, right? Wow, that's pretty. And then I'm thinking I want to make one more. But if I make one more, what am I going to use? Or maybe just with these beads, oops, as the bigger one with nothing. No. Let's see. And if I use another one of these, because I really don't want to use too many of the bigger beads because I got a lot of these. So this is like the center bead, and then, I mean, center bracelet, and then we got this bracelet. So we would need another bracelet. Let's do something. We're going to make one more. So I can see this as a 3-piece. So with the bigger bracelet in the middle and then 2 smaller bracelets on the outside. Okay, and then let's take some beads right here. So let's take, ooh, can I use a wire spacer like as the beginning of it? let's try this. We're going to try a wire spacer at the beginning of it. Let me see this bead right here. Wire spacer. And then let's use another one of these. So that will look like that. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. See what we get, and then let's use another one of these. See how that looks. And then, yep, we're gonna have to use another couple of these. And we'll use these because we want it to coordinate all the colors and everything to coordinate well. Okay, so we'll do that. Yep, and I can see how that would match really well. So then we'll use one of these beads, the unpainted beads. And let's see, let's use one of these. And how about one of these little black and something beads? I don't know. These are glass beads though. Put that there. Put this one here. Oh, ain't no hole right here? Oh, wow. Okay, that one, the hole is like really, really small. So hopefully this one will work. This one, the hole is really, really small, but we got it through. So that's good stuff. And then let's use a couple more of these unpainted beads. And I like the way that looks. Oh yeah, I like that. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and finish it off with the unpainted beads. Because like too many big beads, when you got them dramatic beads like that, it just seems like overkill, like it's just too much. And then let's put one more here. And that's how that looks. That's pretty. So then we're going to go ahead and tie this. So we got 3 really cool bracelets. So we're going to tie it. And then I like to do 1, 2. And not in any particular order. Just 1, 2, 3. Pull it nice and tight. 1. And then I'm going to do 1. And then 2. 1, 2. Nice and tight. And you still want to make sure you got some snug to it. You can pull it. But you also want to make sure your knots are nice and tight. 1, 2, 3, pull, and then 1 more. And this is just the way I do it. Remember, it's not law. It's whatever you choose to do. If you want to put glue on the end, that's cool. If you want to put glue, or what else do they put on it? Oh, or burn the end, that's cool. Whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. So that big old knot, I'm going to pull it inside of that hole. Let's do it on this side. And it makes it, see how snug it is? So it's inside the hole. And if I pull it enough, it'll come out. But the whole objective is for it to fit snug in the hole. So this is what this bracelet looks like. So we put this one on. And put this big beautiful one on. And then there we go. Man, the loveliness of it. And then let's see if I want to put some charms on these babies. So let's see. Look how nice they look. And you can see if I used another bead, you know, like one of these beads as a focal, it would be too much. So these are like perfect fits for it. Really nice. And I kind of like them without any charms on them, right? I think I'm going to leave them like this because I was going to put a couple of charms, but These are really nice right here. You guys let me know what you think. So I'm not going to put charms on them. I like them just like they are. And sometimes it's like that. I'm sure they would look good with charms, but because these beads right here are given so much, I don't want to add anything extra to them because they're just, I mean, they give a lot. So they're giving a lot. They're making the bracelets just like a really nice, dramatic set. So we don't even need charms to enhance the personality of the set because the beads do it. And Darling Night for Jerry by BDK. Happy Wednesday to everybody. I hope everybody is enjoying their time off. If you got time off, I hope you're enjoying your time off, getting some creating in, some cooking in, or whatever it is that you're doing. Today is Wednesday. We got Thanksgiving is tomorrow, I think, right? Yeah, it's tomorrow. So you guys enjoy, and guess what? We'll talk.